Quick disclaimer.
We do not support abuse.
Especially not child abuse. We're just talking about our personal experiences.
It'll fuck you up.
Fuzzy friend.
Part 2, take 2.
Quick disclaimer.
We do not support abuse.
Especially not child abuse.
Mm-hmm.
We're just talking about our personal experiences.
Hope you guys enjoy. How you doing though? Every episode, man.
That's what he said, yo.
Amen. Amen.
I can't hold it. I ain't even gonna lie.
We had to hit the angel on you real quick because we're such angels. Welcome back. You already know where the is at.
You already
It's
know.
here, you know, and there and everywhere because we on air and we elevate.
And we levitate
And we celebrate
all
sometimes.
the time.
Sometime. All the time.
All the time.
Every
All
time.
the time.
Daily.
Every day's a celebration.
Time after time.
Every 12 hours.
For the
Time
nation.
after time.
It's your boy TT baby, midget, Doomster. That's what they used to call me though. Like, it's me. I'm in here. Do how you do and you do what you do because you really can do how you do and you did what you do, but just continue doing it.
Keep doing what you're doing,
Yeah.
baby.
Keep doing
Basically,
it.
that's what he's saying.
I used to be CC,
Mm,
your girl.
mm.
I guess, child.
We like CC though.
I like her. I like her.
Alexis
I met her.
is
It's
sweet.
your girl. You know, it's usually, you know who it usually is, but it's your girl Nelly.
Okay.
You know,
All right.
Nelly. Not a rapper. I'm not a rapper.
Yeah.
It's an I-E at the end, baby.
I.E.
Yeah.
We talking about the LL what?
Cool J?
That's what I was thinking too, friend.
That's not what you meant. My bad.
But without further ado, let's elevate together, babies. Deep breath.
Yeah.
Exhale.
I think I got a deviated septum.
That should be feeling good. I ain't
Let
gonna
him
lie.
know what
Like-
cloud you on.
Mm.
Like that.
So today, I'm on Cloud Badass.
Cloud badass.
Yeah.
I like that.
Cloud, you need a whooping, Cloud.
Cloud whip that
Cloud
ass.
that, baby.
Cloud whip
Yeah.
that ass.
Mhm.
What cloud you on like that?
I'm on cloud crazy.
Cloud.
Crazy.
That's what I was
Cloud
in my
crazy.
childhood years.
How
Most
old you?
definitely. Yeah.
Damn.
They
Since
could
we
have put me in the house.
We referencing
The
childhood.
crazy house.
Yes, that's what we doing.
I'm on cloud troubled.
Cloud. Trouble.
Cloud troubled.
Mm,
Yeah, cloud
Because
Trouble.
that's
troubled.
the corner they put me in, the Trouble Kids corner.
yeah.
So I'm saying, why we so troubled on our clouds today? Why our
Mhm.
clouds so rainy?
Oh,
Why our
oh,
clouds? Why we got thunder clouds today?
We were badass jets though.
friend.
Like,
Yeah, we just
were.
had that energy. Like,
I was.
Bad
So I
shit.
was.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I was horrible.
By the end of this episode, we gonna determine who was the worst.
man,
I bet you I win.
I mean, you don't know.
I
yet.
don't even remember half the shit I did.
was
Like, I blacked
horrible.
out. My parents love to remind
I
me.
done
I don't remember nothing.
I
but
seen
they
your
love to tell
throwbacks,
me.
baby.
Oh,
Oh,
You
so-
looked
the
back.
throwbacks gonna tell you.
Oh yeah.
You look like a rub.
So this episode, we are going to be calling each other our childhood names. So I got my girl Nelly and Cece in the cut.
All right,
Mhm.
and baby TT, TT baby,
TT baby.
TT baby. Only my grandma called me that. though.
TT
Like,
baby.
Midget was my nickname from my mom's
But I
side.
thought TT was an auntie. So why your grandma calling you auntie
That's what I'm
baby?
trying to
TT
figure
baby,
out.
because Theo, she liked to like T and a T. TT
T, y'all
baby.
true.
TT baby.
I was
Are
her
there any
baby, though.
alternatives?
Midget made me uncomfortable. They only call me that because I was small all my life and I'm grown as fuck. Like,
So you rather be TT baby?
Theo.
Theo.
That's
Yo,
pretty
sis,
good.
and
I'll call
Nelly.
you.
I'll
Teddy.
take it.
That wasn't my nickname, but you call me what you want, baby.
Theo.
I want to know what's like the mild, like the mild thing you did. Like,
Mild.
Okay.
I was definitely a
We on a
klepto.
buffalo train.
Heavy. Like bricks.
let me see.
I wasn't stealing cocaine.
I used to sneak. I used
that
to
could be
sneak stuff in the
misconstrued.
middle of the night.
I'm sorry.
I used to sneak stuff in the middle of the
That's
night.
a
Like I was
good
heavy
place
on
to
that.
start. Let's go
And
there.
then my mom, she would open the door and I would quickly like hush the fridge and hide behind the fridge knowing she could just walk down the hallway and catch me on the side of the fridge, but I would still do it.
I was a midnight eater, but only the stuff that I couldn't eat during the day.
Right.
So
Yes.
I would
Right.
get up in the middle of the night and go steal my sister Little Debbie honey buns.
Yup.
And I used to eat them so
That's
much
the
that I
one.
don't even eat them no more. Like literally,
That's
if
the
I
one.
eat one, I might throw up.
I don't know if
Damn.
y'all ever.
I went in the cupboard and I snuck like 5 of her honey buns. I'm not gonna lie. And then I opened the box. I didn't think about the fact that, you feel me, it's so obvious that I did it.
Right.
So she woke up the next day and she like, who took my honey buns? And I'm just like, I don't know.
I
Like,
read it.
I'm like, I do not know. But my family know that I'm the honey bun thief. Like, I used to be in love with honey buns. So they set up a court case literally in the living room. I was the defendant. And I was
Trying to
just,
put
I
your
was
ass
just
on
standing there
trial?
crying because I did not find that funny. Like, they all found it so funny. They was
No.
recording it, and I was just like, I ain't eat no
I
honey
hate when they
buns.
gather to actually
For
see who's
real.
lying, because I'm
Like
like,
a family convention.
like,
Like
I
not
never,
doing this.
I never
Say it
thought
wasn't
about
me
it,
already.
but when I lied as a child and I know I did something, and I know I'm close to getting in trouble. If you even touch me, I'ma like recognize. I'm gonna be like, don't touch me. Like try to make you like get your mind off of what I did.
Guilty.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I will always
Starting
do
a whole
it.
nother conversation.
Like she'll be like, it was only 2 juices in there. I'll make her face be like, what? Like you know it was 2
Yeah.
juices because you
you was
took it. Like
twitching and everything. That was accurate.
all the
You
time.
was
bro.
into that. Like,
You
whole
know
face
you
twitch.
Took the stuff, bro. Like chill out. Like I used to.
I
Always
would do what
that.
my niece does now. Like, I'm telling you, I'm going around the house taking everybody's stuff, putting it in random spots where I only know where it's at, and you not gonna find it for the next week, and I'm gonna help you look for
Nah,
it
that's
too.
a different level of bad.
Yeah.
Cause
I'm gonna help you look for it and everything. I'm gonna act like I don't know, and then when I decide that you deserve it back, I'm gonna be like, it was under the couch.
Nah, you
like
different.
that's
Bruh,
You just gave me ideas though. I'm loving it.
something missing in the house, but it's not
Mm.
going. It's not going. It's still there, but it's missing, and you'd be like, "Where is that?" And then automatically it just turn up, be like, "Oh, it's on the couch. How did it get there?" Like,
Yes,
no, at
maybe
least
like,
you know you took it.
That's when your mama be like, I got ghosts in my house. I got ghosts in my house. And you be like, maybe you paid for this house, not me. I don't know, I don't know what you bought.
You
Oh,
know
so
you
it's
did
go-
it.
And then especially with your parents Caribbean. What? Mama used to be, oh, so it's ghosts in the house. All right. All right. So if I go look for it and I find it, then you look better than
Oh
me.
my
I'm
God.
sorry.
Right.
yes. It'd be like, if I look,
You
for
look
this and I
deeper.
find it, you get your ass.
You
beat.
had a mission.
You might as well be my ass.
Right.
Right. You find everything.
Right.
Like,
No, my mom used to always do that shit. Even when I really
got
couldn't
magical
find
eyes.
it, she'd be like, "Go find my remote." Okay, I'm going to find it. I can't see it. If I find it, I'm gonna beat your ass.
it's like they senses get heightened when your
My
ass
mom-
is on the line.
My
Like
mom used to do
they
that
ready
with
for
me
that.
all the time. But when I turned 15, I told her I was grown because I was halfway to 30. So she couldn't play with me no more. And she did that to
Think
me one
about it.
time. She was like, so if I find it, what should I do to you? And I was like, you're not going to find it. And then she went and looked and she ain't find it. And I was like, now what should I do to you? And she might hit me. But still, so I'm grown.
You got a point though. Like really, like
Halfway to 30. I never thought about that.
I
would say I'm
always
like
used to
this
say
many years away from this, but they'll be like, girl,
that.
like
I used to multiply, baby.
get me over 'em.
Times 2, we grown.
y'all used to like Peter Bed.
Man, that's personal, man. But all the time, man.
I know I went through that phase, but I don't remember it. But I do remember that when I used to pee in the bed, it used to be because I was dreaming and I was peeing on the toilet.
I had
You
some
had
of
dreams
those.
about being on it.
But
Yeah.
Oh my
so I used to pee to bed, right?
god.
But after a while, I stopped because my mom's old apartment, it had like a long ass hallway. And there's 2 bathrooms. Her bathroom is the closest, but she said, don't use her bathroom. So we always had to use the kid bathroom. So I got to walk all the way down the hall, all the lights off in the house, and
Oh
go
my
to the
God.
bathroom. I was
Running.
scared of everything.
Terrifying.
Badass kids be the scariest ones.
Right.
We don't talk about that,
Right.
though.
We don't talk about
But-
that. We gangster.
I went to the bathroom once in the nighttime, and I turned on that light. I turned on that hall light, but I'm like, the hall light is literally next to the bathroom. So I got to hurry up and turn it off
Run.
and run down the hall.
Uh,
So I did that once, and I literally thought something was behind me. After that, I never
Oh my!
went back to
I
the bathroom.
promise you, I went in my bathroom and looked in the mirror one time, and I saw that ugly little thing from Star Wars, the green thing. It was sitting
First
on
of
top
all,
of my head.
you're not
I
going.
promise you.
You're not gonna do him like that because that's my dog. First of
Oh,
all,
I
Wait, what's his
forgot.
name?
hold on, y'all forgot my favorite video, baby.
I
That's
don't know
my
his
that's my
name.
guy.
I forgot.
It's-
What's his name?
gremlin. I don't know.
Yeah,
them
with the
little-
long
Yogi?
ears.
Yoda.
Yoda.
Yeah, there you
Yoda.
go, friend.
Yoda.
Smart. You know his
Yeah,
background.
YOLO Yoda.
I saw
love
him on top of my head though, and I promise you, I went and told my mom, and I'm like, "Mom, please, like, you gotta believe me. Please go check it out. I don't want to go back in there ever again." And
I
she's
was
like,
woman like that when I
"Get
was
out my
younger.
face!"
No.
Like,
But the crazy thing about it is I used to pee behind the bed.
behind the bed, friend.
And let me tell you how my
I
mom
don't know
found
about
out.
that one.
So anytime my mom turns on music and she starts cleaning, I automatically knew I was getting a whooping because of the shit I used to do. I used to pee behind the bed because I was too scared to go out the room and go pee. So she would move my bed. She would like move around the room and stuff. My bed is on the other side of the wall.
You could
And
have
all
put
you
it in
smell
a
is piss.
bottle.
And she just looking at
Bro.
me and she's like,
Bucket.
You could.
she was so confused. She was like, I don't know if I should beat you or if I should just like tell you that ain't
He
right.
could have peed in a bucket.
I don't know if we should
But he
seek
said,
help.
fuck it. I'm going to pee behind this bed that I sleep on. As a child, did you ever call the police for no reason?
Yes. Yes, for
What's
fun.
the- what
and they
happened?
showed up. Well, I got the police called on me.
Oh, wait.
I
Hold on.
didn't know y'all was finna react like that. I
Oh,
thought we
man.
had bad
That's
childhood.
not what I meant.
Okay.
I wasn't telling.
We with you, but
I mean, I was in this little girl group in my neighborhood. It was kind of like a
Like
gang thing, but like
Friends,
not
and
really.
y'all just thought y'all was the shit type shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
we would like just be outside all day, like doing crazy shit, and it would be a lot of bandos in my neighborhood. I don't know if y'all know what those are,
Bustin'
but
up the
we
bando.
would just be out there like doing
in a
dumb
band
shit.
though.
And then the neighbors would call the police, and
Oh, okay. See,
Yeah.
that ain't your fault.
and then when they came
It's not
by
our fault.
though, we would wave at them and say, "How you doing? Y'all having a nice day?" All those cute little girls, and
And they didn't even know that y'all was the problem. That's
because we don't
see,
look
that's,
like it.
I ain't even gonna tell y'all nothing. Y'all know
Wow.
nothing.
I got away with everything almost.
As far
I got my
as-
ass beat a lot of times. No,
Yeah.
never mind.
got away with a lot and got in trouble.
That trauma
for a
came
lot.
back
A
real
lot.
fast.
Definitely. As far as calling the police though, I'm pretty sure I did it more than once, but the only time that's like memorable, I was sleeping in my mom's bed, and my mom had like the master room, so her room was in the living room. Everybody else's room was on the whole other side of the house. So I went on the house phone in the kitchen, and I'm like, 911 ain't real. Like,
Oh my god.
That's a myth, just like
police
Santa
not
Claus.
real. Like that, I only see them on TV. So I call, and I'm like, hello. Like somebody answered, but I'm like, this probably somebody's number. I'm like, hello, like who's this? And it was like 911 was
Why
your
you gonna ask
emergency.
me who it is?
My heart went in my ass cheeks. Like I slammed the phone. Like so then I'm like, dang, they ain't gonna call back. Like them just not gonna check on me. Like they tripping.
What
You
the
feel me?
fuck?
So I called him again on my mama phone. I'm like, I was heartbroken. Like y'all not gonna check on me. Like I called him again on my mama phone.
You don't miss me.
He answered, and I sucked my teeth and I hung up the phone because I'm like, you ain't shit. Like you didn't even call to check on me. I was weird as fuck when I was young. The way I used to think is just odd. So he answered or whatever, and I hung up. Then they called back, and I didn't know my mom's phone ringer was on, so that shit was loud, and she was right next to me sleep. So she started moving, like, let me get up and check my phone, and I shoved that phone on her face. Like, I was just like I just threw it on her face and ran out the room. I'm sitting in the living room watching TV, waiting for her to come. Like, I know I'm finna get in trouble. She was mad at me, and she tried to beat me, but I ran from her. Like, we ran laps around the table, and then she got tired and ended up going back to sleep. Why the police come knocking on my door that night, talking about they just had to make sure everything was okay? Y'all had confirmation. Y'all just want me to get a whooping at this point. Like, y'all had confirmation. And she caught me, too, because I opened the door because I'm trying to tell him, leave. What the fuck? Like, I'm like, I'm not going to lie. I called y'all. Like, I didn't know it was a real thing. I felt the sharpest sting on my ass, bro. The sharpest sting.
You're
I
trying
turned
to
around
whisper
and
so
I'm
she
like,
can't
story
hear.
like feeling the anxiety for
I'm
you.
looking at the police officer like, you not gonna arrest her? My heart was broken. I was convinced my mother did not love me.
Bro,
I'm
my
sitting here
experience
hearing
is
this,
almost
like-
the same.
I'm
You
feeling
feel
the
it,
same
right?
anxiety. I feel like we almost all had like real similar childhoods. I
Yeah.
can't say the same, but
Yeah.
everybody always know what it feel like when you
Always
about to
did the
get
same
that
thing.
ass
Yeah.
chopped.
And I
Like,
never used to get in trouble, so like getting a whooping for me was depression. Like I'm gonna be sad for a couple of days because my mama really just sat there and hit me. Like I'm a good child. Why would you
Right.
put your hands on me?
I'm going in the room and I'm cussing it out. I'm getting it out my system that
No.
night.
Oh
But
yeah, for sure.
My
That damn
sister,
ass.
my sister was the one that was like walking back to the room like. See me, I used to take the whoopings like a G. Like I ain't gonna lie, I cried
After
for
a
like
while.
2 minutes. But by the time we on the way back to the room, it wouldn't hurt me no more. And that's why my mama was like, I gotta get some bigger, better power for
Right.
you,
Be at
baby.
the wall like
Right.
this, like hit me again, like, and then she open the door, you be like,
Right, you be-
I'm gonna go to my daddy house. She opened the door. I said, I love you, mommy.
so for me, my cousin, he was like real bad. Like that nigga used to sneak the house phone in his room all the time just to talk to somebody from the school. So it was a house phone in his room. She literally just got tired of it and she was like,
Things
okay,
you
I'm
do
gonna
for
put it
love.
in here. I was at my grandma's house. I picked up the phone and I called the cops because I didn't think the cops was real either. Like I'm literally thinking like, how does shit work? How it works?
Yo,
How does this work though? I
I used
never
to do that shit at
saw the
sleepovers.
cops. So I told them some man named Tony was beating my mom. I don't even know where I got Tony from. So
You know stories and shit.
yes. And they said that they asked me for the location. I said, I don't really know. And I said, I'm 6. You know that, right? So I hung up the phone and 2 white cops came to the house. And
I'm
I was in a
6, you
room
know that, right?
with my cousin. All I heard was my grandma like wail, like she, TT. So I opened the door. I opened the door and it's the 2 cops there. And she was like, why would you call and say that Tony was beating up somebody? So I'm like, oh, you know Tony for real? Like I was trying not to like even wrap my head around the fact I was getting in trouble. I'm like, you know Tony for real? Swipe that. She was still crying, like, you know, trying to sell the cops a story. Like, okay, like, ain't no Tony here. Like, leave my grandson alone. He was just messing with the phone. As soon as they left, I got my ass whooped.
As you should.
I deserved
That
that.
was some bullshit, but that was so funny.
But I was literally trying to, like, figure it out. Like, okay, they really come when you call. Okay. Not no more,
My
though.
goodness.
Who y'all got y'all worst whooping from? What, like family member?
I don't like to remember those times.
I
Not
do.
gonna lie.
I don't care.
Mine was
I
my
needed
grandma,
it.
but she had all reason to.
I needed it. See,
She
my
had all
mom,
reason, I ain't gonna
my
lie.
mom was like the only one that really whooped me.
Mhm.
My dad, he used to, I don't know.
Think
I
he
can't
was
even
doing a
remember
pow-pow,
his,
like-
yeah.
Everybody used to say their dad would never touch them, but my mom was always the softie on me. So she would be like, don't make me get your dad on you. And he would be the one that would take my ass, like, to church.
My
like,
mama knows she couldn't try me like that when I was younger. Cause I'd be like, Jay, you pussy, why you can't do it just?
Okay, so one time, my funniest one was I did some fuck shit. And she had my hand because I was trying to run from her. I never ran from my mom when having a whipping. So this is my first time trying. And she had a grip on my wrist. The grip was so hard. And I'm running
I'm there,
in a,
friend. I'm triggered.
yeah, you are. I'm running in a circle as she's taking the belt and swiping my ass as I'm running in a fucking circle, bro.
I don't mean to lie,
You
but
was doing like the little thing where you
Yes.
fly with your booty like.
Yes.
oh my God.
Move your hand. Move your hand. What you mean? This is my only protection.
Right. Oh my God. How you gonna tell me to move my hand?
But you know the crazy part about that though is when they tell you to move your hand, it never really hurt on your ass. When you get your hand and that shit just be stinging, it be like, why this shit
Right.
hurt worse? Like this was my protection.
Because they hitting it
How?
harder. They trying to break through the barrier. People would tell me when the belts wore off, because we all had that phase. When they wore
Yeah.
off, they just started getting punched.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to have
Yeah.
to do. I was doing
That
squats.
happens.
Planks, chest.
But
yeah.
it's
Oh my
because
God, my mom would
it's
make me
because
balance
I was
books
just
on
like
my
a
head.
bad little boy. Like I never listened, and it's
That's
like
some
she
weird
would
ass
beat
punishment.
me, and I would be like, you thought you ate? Give me that fucking
See,
plate.
no,
like,
I was
you
the
didn't eat.
opposite. Like I would literally go in the room and make my mom something on the paper and be like, I make this for you. She'd be like, yeah, you still in trouble though. Be like, I still love you.
You couldn't.
Yeah, you would
could-
try to make up with your parents after a whooping. Like, you still
But
love
that's
me?
the thing with me. After I got a whooping, you can't convince me that I'm wrong no more
Mhm.
because you whooped me. So now you wronger.
Right.
See,
and
now
every
I'm
time
not
I look
wrong.
at you, I'm going to just cry just to
My
make you feel bad.
grandmas, my grandmas, they feel bad instantly. Like literally, I get a whipping, they be like, "Come eat." That's their way of
I'm
saying they
scared.
sorry. I'd be like, "Okay."
My mom used to do that.
That's the makeup.
I used to
Come
be
eat
like,
this chicken.
I'm not hungry.
right.
Well, you finna go to bed soon, so you better eat. I'm gonna go to bed now. I'll go in the room, come right back out because I'm hungry. It's when you try to be like Miss Mad Ass and don't eat the food they cook because you mad and you're hungry as fuck.
As fuck. I did that yesterday.
And you crying, you just eating your tears.
I did
and
that
snot.
yesterday.
The booger tastes like sugar, I guess.
My grandma asked me if I wanted some saltfish and ackee, and I'm like, no. and everybody eating at the table. I'm just like, that shit do smell good though. Like,
It be there smelling good. Out. You be over there
Oh.
salty, mad as fuck. You be
but I
like,
was mad
don't
though.
want
Like,
some.
she like, you want
just
some?
eat.
She said, all right, and I'm like, and then I'm looking at the table. I'm like, damn. I know I want some. I went to go look in the pot, see if it's more. It's only a little bit of saltfish in the plate.
I
I'm
used to
like, okay.
fuck myself up like that so much when I was younger on some attitude
Yeah.
shit. No, I'm not hungry. I don't want nothing. I
Go to
want
sleep on that
everything.
breatharian
Please
diet.
just give it to me anyway, cause I'm not gonna change my mind out loud.
No, okay. So some parents give their kids a choice. In a lot of cases,
Choice for what? I
mine
ain't have
didn't
no
gi-
choices.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't had no choices. Like when it came to eating my food, if I don't finish my food, they always throw that. It's kids in Africa that's not eating.
Oh my God.
And my mom, she used to make us sit in the hallway. The long hallway I just told y'all about. She used to make us sit there until we finished everything on that plate.
Oh my gosh, yes.
My
I
taste
had
buds-
a food monitor too.
I had this cereal, like the wheat thin cereal with the white cream on the top, and it's like look like a wheat
Yeah.
ball. That cereal I had trying it, and that shit got soggy like within 2 minutes. And my grandma was like, "You're gonna eat that."
Cereal.
Oh my
But
God.
look, I went to the bathroom and I went to go dump the bowl in the sink. She didn't know, not the sink, the toilet. She didn't know that I dumped it in there, but she saw milk on the toilet seat.
With
I gotta
kids
whoop it.
with
Smart.
cereal.
I gotta whip it.
No, cause now I gotta say that. You gotta bear with kids when it come to cereal.
Right.
Cereal get soggy. They a
And they
kid. They might not
quick.
eat fast. You know, it's gonna get soggy at a certain point. They might not want to eat that cereal no more.
How was your childhood interaction with other children?
I was people say I was unapproachable because of how my face used to look, but they just assumed. Really, I was nice. No, I wasn't nice. I was nice, but I wasn't friendly. So I wasn't like new people, yay. But for the people that I did already know, you know, it was cordial.
I did not play well with others. I'm going to be honest about that. I had a lot of issues getting along. And when I say issues, I mean hair pulling and chair throwing.
Wait,
hold
I
They
can't
just
even
didn't
tell.
like me. I got bullied a lot. I'm not gonna
You
lie.
got bullied or you did the bullying?
I
The
got
way we could
bullied.
go like in the past and on some Avengers,
it
like
was
I was about to
self-defense.
laugh. I was about to laugh.
It was
but
self-defense.
You talking about the other way around. I was about to say, oh, you were real.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't a bully ever. Like I was always the soft kid. I'm not gonna lie, and I would get like thrown around. Like, and I was different from everybody around me. Like I didn't look like anybody around me. So they would always be like, "Girl, where you from? Like what planet?" type shit. Like what's wrong with you?
I'm an alien for real.
For real.
I'm
But
not from Canada. I'm really
that
an
was the
alien.
running joke. No cap. But I remember this one story specifically where like I beat my sister's ass, but I was like 2. It didn't make sense because I was a baby. And I kind of just like hit her and I laughed and she had to go to the hospital. I don't remember this, but they would always tell me about it. And she had this huge scar on her face ever since. And
Oh,
they're
I
saying
burnt
I
my
was
sister
sitting there
with hot
laughing the
collard
whole
greens.
time.
I burned my sister with a penny on the lamp. I did that.
What you want to leave them with?
My affirmation for the day for you is to love your children like you would love yourself. And don't have no kids if you're not ready because they going to come out crazy.
They all packages.
And that's the next generation. And they going to be feeding off each other when they get to school and learning all the bad tricks on how to be a better klepto and ass beater of their cousins and other bad things that kids are not supposed to do. But let them explore and stuff because they going to have their crazy phase anyway. Yeah, anyway.
I just want you to sit back and think about the shit that you did as a child and appreciate the discipline because you was the badass shit though. I mean, you don't really need beatings and shit, but did you really not need it though?
I just want y'all to make sure that you always remember where you came from. You know, always remember the beginning of your journey.
Your mommy's hoo-ha?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
That could be so many things.
Your
Where you came
mommy's
from could be so
hoo-ha?
many things. But we want to give a shout out, as always, Melanin Edge Studios, and we do it for us family.
Shout out to them.
Don't forget,
For real.
like, comment, subscribe, share, love. You feel me?
Love. Remember to
Once
love.
again, it's been
love.
another episode of On Air. We gonna keep on elevating, and I guess we gonna see you
y'all
there.
Bye.
All right, quiet on the set.